Halo anak-anak, selamat pagi. Sukihoto, bertemu kembali dengan Miss Retno. Pada kegiatan pembelajaran kali ini kita akan melanjutkan materi kita tentang pencapaian penerangan sempurna yang dicapai oleh Pangeran Gautama. Sebelum kegiatan pembelajaran kita mulai, marilah kita awali dengan doa terlebih dahulu. Anak-anak dipersilakan untuk duduk dengan rapi, tangan bersikap anjali. Kita akan mulai baca doa bersama-sama. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Tuhan yang Maha Esa, terpujilah Sang Triratna, Buddha, Dhamma, dan Sangha. Terpujilah para bodhisatwa dan mahasatwa. Semoga hari ini saya dapat belajar dengan baik sehingga menjadi anak yang pandai dan berbudi luhur. Semoga semua makhluk berbahagia. Sadu, sadu, sadu. Setelah kita membacakan doa, marilah anak-anak kita sejenak duduk dengan hening, menenangkan pikiran kita agar kita lebih fokus dalam mengikuti pelajaran. Anak-anak dipersilakan dengan duduk yang nyaman, tangan bersikap mudra, pejamkan mata, tenangkan pikiran kalian. Di dalam hati kalian boleh mengucapkan, aku tahu aku bernafas. Aku tahu nafas masuk. Aku tahu nafas keluar. Nafas masuk, aku tenang. Nafas keluar, aku bahagia. Sabe sata bawantu sukitata, semoga semua makhluk berbahagia. Sadu, sadu. Anak-anak, setelah kalian mengikuti kegiatan pembelajaran 2 ini, kalian diharapkan yang pertama bisa memahami kisah tentang dana nasi susugana yang diberikan oleh Sujata. Yang kedua yaitu menjelaskan keajaiban-keajaiban yang muncul ketika petapa Siddhartha mencapai penerangan sempurna. Pada saat fajar menyingsing atau tepatnya pagi hari saat bulan purnama, beliau kemudian terbangun dari mimpinya. Setelah terbangun, beliau langsung bangkit dari tempat tidurnya dan membersihkan badannya. Kemudian Petapa Gautama duduk di bawah pohon bayan untuk melakukan meditasi. Saat bermeditasi tersebut, tubuh beliau memancarkan cahaya yang sangat terang. Cahaya tersebut menarik perhatian Sujata. Kemudian Sujata berjalan mendekati Petapa Gautama. Nah anak-anak, kira-kira siapa yaitu Sujata? Nah, kalau anak-anak ingin mengetahui cerita selengkapnya, anak-anak silahkan menyaksikan video berikut ini. Selamat menyaksikan.
In the village of Uruvela Senanigama, there lived a wealthy man's daughter named Sujata. When she was young, she made a vow to the deity abiding in a banyan tree close by, so that she might have a husband of equal wealth and birth, and that her first child might be a son. Once her wishes had been fulfilled, she prepared a rice dish, prepared with cow's milk and honey, as an offering to honor the tree deity.
Madam Sujata! Madam Sujata!
What's the matter, Puna? Why are you rushing in such an excited way?
It seems that the tree god has come to receive your offering. I saw him at the banyan tree over there with my own eyes. He's glowing with a beautiful halo all around him.
Ah, everyone, quickly help! Puna, go and fetch a golden tray for the honeyed milk rice. We'll take it out to offer to the tree god. Quickly, go, go! All of my wishes have been so graciously granted. Please, may I offer this meal of honeyed milk rice and this golden tray to you?
I offer this prayer. If I am to succeed in realizing perfectly enlightened knowledge, may this golden tray float up the river against the current. But if I am not to achieve my goal, may this tray float downstream with the current.
In no long time, 3 Buddhas have become enlightened here, and now one more is about to attain to the Dharma.
I'm a Brahmin called Sautya, sir. I'm inspired with great faith at the sight of you. Please let me show my respect. May I offer you 8 handfuls of blade grass?
For as long as I have not yet attained to supreme enlightened knowledge, even if my blood and flesh should dry up with only skin, bone, and sinews remaining, I shall not rise from this seat.
Following Prince Siddhartha's every step, so as to stop him from achieving enlightenment. If I let him go ahead with this, he'll slip out of my grasp for sure. I must cut him off now. I must destroy him. Ha 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 ha. power of the Bodhisattva's spiritual qualities and goodness, accumulated over countless lifetimes, protected him as though in invisible armor, his heart steady and peaceful, unshaken by fear.
Siddhartha, do you think you can escape from Vasavati Mara's control? Huh? My powerful weapons cannot harm the prince. I must make use of a ruse to deceive him. Prince Siddhartha, the seat you sit on came to be because of my own spiritual powers. My troops are my witnesses. You must get up at once.
Pay attention, King of Deceivers. This seat comes to me as the fruit of my good actions, accumulated through all of my efforts in the past.
Then who will bear witness to your ownership of this seat?
I will bear witness.
Dharani, goddess of the earth!
All the merit made by his good actions in the past, even the water which he has poured on the ground in dedication of merit, soaked up by my hair and kept close to my head, is sufficient to bear witness to his virtues.
After his victory over Mara and his host of deceivers, the Bodhisattva's mind was firm, focused, and concentrated. At dusk, the Bodhisattva began to develop meditative insight, attaining to the first knowledge, Pubenivasa Nusatinyana, the ability to recollect his past lives. In the silence of the late night, he attained the second knowledge, Kutu Papa Tanyana, knowledge of the passing away and rebirth of beings according to the results of their actions. Close to dawn, the Bodhisattva attained to the third knowledge, Asavakayanana, knowledge of the destruction of mental defilements, complete liberation and freedom from suffering. He thus came to be the fully self-awakened Buddha.
With you I've been born again and again, but now you are revealed, and your power redundant.
After the Bodhisattva had attained to the Dhamma and become the Buddha, he sat under the Mahabodhi tree, enjoying the bliss of freedom for 7 days. Then he went and stood in the open, gazing back at the Mahabodhi tree and recollecting its virtues. He stood there and gazed, without blinking, for 7 days. After that, the new Buddha walked back and forth between the Mahabodhi tree and the place where he had stood for another 7 days. Having walked meditation for 7 days, for the 4th week he sat meditation in a crystal shelter prepared for him by heavenly beings. He sat and contemplated the most profound Dhamma for 7 days.
Sisters Raka, Arti, that's the recluse Gautama who attained the Dhamma.
That's right, Sister Tanha. That's him for sure. Our father, Lord Mara, together with all his troops, could not defeat this one and was humiliated. It's up to us to find a way to take revenge.
Tanha, Raka, in this world, I've never met a man whose heart could resist the 3 of us. We who embody infatuation and desire.
Arti, you're right. We will use our femininity to ensnare the recluse Gautama in the bonds of sensuality and entangle him for countless time.
Oh, Prince! Oh, Prince! Prince! Ow! Oh.
Daughters of Mara, go back. There is no way you can succeed in what you are trying to do. For I have utterly destroyed all kinds of satisfaction and infatuation.
My name is Tanha, and this is Rakan Arti. We're not here to tease or deceive you, but the truth is, we are quite taken with the sight of you.
Really and truly, sir, no one has ever made us feel so enamored as you. No one, sir.
That's right. The 3 of us offer our bodies and our hearts to your service, expecting no reward. Our wish is simply that you find satisfaction in us, even if only for a short time. That would make us so very happy.
I've told you already. I have utterly destroyed all kinds of satisfaction and infatuation. You will not find what you are looking for. There is nothing for you here. You should go away.
From this moment on, no one will ever again be able to wield power over the Samana Gautama, the Enlightened One.
Wah, videonya sudah selesai ternyata. Anak-anak, dalam kisah di video yang sudah kalian tonton tersebut, Petapa Gautama mengalami berbagai rintangan. Akhirnya, meskipun beliau mengalami berbagai rintangan, beliau berhasil mencapai tujuannya, yaitu mencapai penerangan sempurna dan kemudian menjadi seorang Buddha. Petapa Gautama mencapai penerangan sempurna pada saat bulan purnama di bulan Wesaka. Saat itu, bumi telah menjadi saksinya bahwa Petapa Gautama layak untuk menjadi seorang Buddha. Setelah berhasil memenangkan pertempuran dengan Mara Vasanta sebelum matahari terbenam, pada saat bulan Wesaka, Bodhisattva telah menembus 3 pengetahuan atau sering disebut Vijja. Pada saat terjaga, Bodhisatta Siddhartha mendapatkan 3 pengetahuan. Pengetahuan yang pertama diperoleh pada saat jaga yang pertama, yaitu antara pukul 18 sampai pukul 22. Pada waktu jaga yang pertama ini, beliau memperoleh kebijaksanaan untuk dapat melihat dengan jelas kelahiran-kelahirannya yang dulu, atau dalam bahasa Palinya disebut Bhuveni Vasa Nusatinana. Untuk waktu jaga yang kedua, yaitu antara pukul 22 sampai pukul 02, beliau telah memperoleh kebijaksanaan untuk dapat melihat dengan jelas kematian dan tumimba lahir makhluk-makhluk sesuai dengan karmanya sendiri. Kebijaksanaan yang kedua ini disebut Catu Papatanana. Kemudian yang selanjutnya yaitu waktu jaga yang ketiga. Waktu jaga yang ketiga yaitu antara pukul 2 pagi sampai pukul 4 pagi. Beliau telah mendapatkan kebijaksanaan untuk dapat menyingkirkan secara menyeluruh semua kekotoran batin yang sangat halus sekali. Ini sering disebut sebagai asawa kayana. Anak-anak, saat Petapa Gautama mencapai penerangan sempurna, terjadilah keajaiban-keajaiban pada saat beliau mencapainya. Yang pertama yaitu bumi bergetar. Yang kedua, di udara terdengar suara musik yang sangat merdu. Yang ketiga, pohon-pohon mendadak berbunga dan menyebarkan bau yang sangat harum. Serta yang keempat, yaitu binatang-binatang di hutan yang biasanya bermusuhan pada saat itu dapat hidup berdampingan dengan damai. Itu tadi anak-anak materi pembelajaran 2 hari ini. Untuk selanjutnya kita akan mengakhiri kegiatan pembelajaran ini dengan doa terlebih dahulu. Anak-anak silahkan duduk dengan rapi, tangan beranjali. Kita akan baca doa bersama-sama. Doa penutup pelajaran. Terpujilah Tuhan yang Maha Esa, terpujilah Buddha, Dhamma dan Sangha, terpujilah para Bodhisattva dan Mahasattva. Terima kasih hari ini saya telah belajar dengan baik. Semoga ilmu yang saya dapatkan berguna untuk diri sendiri dan orang lain. Semoga semua makhluk berbahagia. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Anak-anak, cukup sampai di sini dulu ya pembelajaran kedua kita kali ini. Kita akan bertemu lagi di pertemuan selanjutnya. Akhir kata dari Miss Sukihoto. Bye-bye anak-anak.